Alright. Fixin'. Bracket did not finish already. This is in fact losers finals between Mysto and Wumph, which will actually be a very interesting set. Both of these players are solid, understand their characters to a decent level, for a great level for Utah, decent level on the entire scale. Utah unfortunately is still sitting in mid-level at best. So, but it looks like Wumph takes the first stock. Mysto responding. Ooh. Works. That's interesting. Grands. If you're from Utah, you get to take one guess as to who is in the Lehi Grand Finals. For those of you not in Utah, it is OKP, who has been in the Grand Finals of Lehi Melee since its inception. Although we're catching up. Yeah, exactly. Yo, Temporary, you did not show up to the PM Monthly. Yeah, so Lehi is going through its reformation. So, like, at high level, you had Armada in the grands of every tournament, and people below that seemed to stagnate, but then they started shifting. People who were not reaching that started changing the game, and what ended up happening is Armada slowly has, over the past end of 2017, has been pushed out of grands more and more. And for Lehi, we're still in the transitionary phase. There's a lot of action happening in the lower end of the bracket that is really changing the local Lehi meta. And what's happening is more and more people are actually challenging crews to a better degree. Now, none of them have pushed them over the edge, but at the rate of growth, I believe the early part of 2018 will see very interesting changes when it comes to the local Lehi meta. For now, what we have is Mysto, who is spends more of his time at 801, and Wumph, who is a BYU player, currently sitting in losers finals. What do you mean you should have? I'm saying you did not show up. I showed up. I got 4th. Took out Kerbeast. So I'm saying, Temporary, you should have showed up to the PM tourney, because that should not gotta supplant you for that 9th place, boy. gotta prove that my position is fraudulent. Verity. I don't actually know who Sheik Chaser is. I want to say Mr. Biz. Right off the top of my head. Because out of all the guys who would actually put Sheik in their title, I feel like that's who would be in chat. Because we have Kerrigan here, so he shouldn't be in chat. Ooh! Dang! Wumph taking that first game and sealing the first stock here. LOL, no. You're gonna have to tell me your tag, because I don't recognize Sheik Chaser. These two have been going pretty even, stock for stock, and their punish games are decent enough that they get 30% on a good opening. Really? They just sort of build percent. Oh, Mysto saying, hey, no, I have a knee. So screw what he was saying about getting him to high percent. I could just kill him now. Oh god. Wumph now sitting in the position where he's got to catch up that stock without giving this amount of damage to. That's insurance right there with the up air. Look, I know you're dead with that knee, but hey, can't hurt to make sure, right? Mysto having a very positive lead. I don't even count Death Arcana as a smash as a PM player. He just more plays PM because it's the closest he can get to his Smash Waifu Brawl. Don't know what his reasoning is for that, but hey, there's no Brawl tourney, so he has to make do. Puts Mysto up, and we are 1-1 in this losers finals. Oh, okay, moving away from Battlefield. Pokemon Stadium being the stage that Wumph prefers, not just because of the matchup, but because he likes personally what he can do on the stage. I can double seat. He had his partner go Pokemon because he said, I like it. No other reason. He was just like, I like it. But certainly, ooh, gosh, that was quite the save from Mysto. But Wumph covered that. Wumph, the type of player kind of like Cruz that just sort of understands that what feels guaranteed does not mean guaranteed. So covering that dare with reverse knee, gonna keep him alive. Oh god. Neither of these two are having trouble actually ending the stock. Okay, there we go. Josh the Oblivion is going to be confused for Oblivion, who goes with the tag Josh in Logan, the northern part of Utah, like right on the border of Idaho. Whenever he goes outside of the tournament, he goes by Oblivion. Whenever he goes to the Logan tournament, he goes by Josh. So you are going to get that confusion the whole time. Josh the Oblivion. Ooh, okay. Wumph bringing this back. So that first stock was a whole lot of just sort of kind of around trying to get a kill, but these two are back to even. This is actually a really interesting match. These two are very close in skill, and they're making good use of their openings. They're taking their time trying to find those openings. You know, they aren't rushing in like low-level players will do. Like that scrub named Very, he tends to rush. These guys don't do that. Ooh, great edge guard with that forward tilt there. Oh, your rage. Yo, I haven't actually played you in tournament. I think the only time we were at the same tournament was in Nortal one, where you, I think you left right after you lost, in like losers quarters, I think. I don't know. You beat Gojiro somewhere in that tourney. You don't suck. You just don't come down from Logan all that much. He says he's number 9 for PM. Don't believe him. Temporary Plan is a fairly new addition to the Utah Smash, but he's been putting in a lot of community work in order to get PM back into a place of regular tournament use, as well as has put work towards making a more streamlined sense of the Smash 4 power ranking. So he's at this point he is a valuable community member, but we like to give him crap because he's 15. He's a young kid. We like to rag on our young kids around here. Half of us being like in our mid-20s. And yet we keep getting beat by the young kids because all they do is play Smash! Ah! Gosh, screw this thing called work. Have to pay taxes? Why do I have to do that when I got Melee? I missed who won the second game. Okay, or the third game. I know that people like to talk about the Smash highlights, but the only Smash highlights I actually find worthwhile are the EMG, because they've been doing this for a while. They know how to filter out. They have a very good filtering process to decide what makes it into each weekly highlight. Plus, they know the significance of why that's a highlight and not just a lot of the highlights like to focus on what looks cool. And sure, combos that look cool are pretty fun to watch, but they're the combos that feature an EMG are on a technically high level. They're combos that require a lot of technical knowledge of the game, as well as understanding what situations actually give rise to what situations require what tools in order to create combos that are just interesting from both a technical and a visual level. So that's why I pay attention to the EMG rankings more than anything. Offered $25 to any Smash 4 player who can make top 8 at a Melee Arcadian. Oh, that might burn him! Literally. Tries to go for over-the-top edge guard, but Wumph lets him off scot-free, just sort of touches the shield and says, you know what, I'm not going to challenge that. I don't know if that forward smash was Randy or what. Alright. That puts Wumph